Whew. Looky there. It's a balmy 56 degrees right now. But then Saturday it's going to be 31 and snow. Welcome to Colorado. Let's turn this puppy on. Mode 3, bam. Hello, school bus. What is up, YouTube adventure family? Today, we're gonna go check out the bike path, and we're gonna talk about riding on the bike path, riding on the road, riding on trails, etc. What you should and what you shouldn't do, and what you can and what you can't do. And then after that, since we're gonna be heading out that way, I'm gonna do a little fishing trip too, and that will be on another video. But while I'm out there, look at that Porsche. That's sick. There's so many nice cars. Matter of fact, yesterday when we were driving around town, there was a blue Ferrari and then a red Lamborghini on the same road driving down. Anyway, it is summer or spring. We are headed into summer. It is spring here in the middle of the Rocky Mountains. And what a beautiful day it is. And today we're going to talk about the bike path. We're going to talk about the road. We're going to talk about riding on trails and things you should and shouldn't do and things you can and can't do in those areas. But check it out. We got the Rave Bullet X2. I put the speaker down here today. That's really nice to have that speaker. This right here, just so in case you're wondering, is the 360 mount. That's where we're working with the Insta360. Of course, got the phone on, all that jazz. And you can see we got the bike outfitted here for sure with the fishing rod holder. All right. Whew, it is gorgeous out today. All right, let's get this show on the road. I'm ready to get some jabbing in and talking about what's going on. So when we're on the road here, of course, one of the first things you got to pay attention to is stay as far right as possible, like you're on a bike. And also, certain areas going to have regulations and laws and all those kinds of things too. They may differentiate. So be sure to check with like your local laws and regulations. But usually what I try to do is just maintain the same speed as a car, so 25 miles an hour on this road, and like 25 miles an hour or less. And then as we get over here, this is the sidewalk. This is where I call it the like 10, 15 mile area. Kind of sidewalk, like a walkway like this, like 10 or 15 miles an hour maybe. Because I mean, you don't need to stay on it. You got options. I mean, there's a road. You literally have a bike path up that way that shoots off, goes underneath the interstate that you could take and go pretty fast. That's super, super cool. That's designated for those kinds of things. And you know, you could go basically, I guess, what is it, 28 miles an hour is what they're saying class 3 is, but I don't think they're going to regulate it if you're going a little bit more or whatever. Well, on the bike path here with like, we'll cover like class 1's obvious. I'm not going to go over that. I mean, it's pedal assist straight up and whatever. Okay, 20 miles an hour, whatever. So when you get into class 2 and class 3, you start talking like the 20 miles an hour, 25 miles an hour, 28 miles an hour, and pedaling and throttle and all this and all that. So on the bike path, pretty much, it's 20 miles an hour is kind of your speed limit on the bike path itself. So the law is, or states, in the state of Colorado, and that's what Avon adopts, is the laws in the state of Colorado, for example, for my state, check your own state, 20 miles an hour on the bike path. And you're allowed to use throttle only up to 20 miles an hour. On the road, supposedly, when you start going over 20 up 25, 28, that's when it starts getting a little tricky, where you're only supposed to have an e-bike that goes 28 miles an hour. Anyways, you're supposed to kind of be pedaling when it's over that 20 mile per hour mark. So let's say I'm going 25 miles an hour, I should be pedaling instead of throttle only. I don't know on the road if that's ever going to be enforced, and I don't know if going a little bit over that, like 31 to 35 miles per hour, is going to be enforced. I'm not telling you what to do or how to do it, but that's what I would do. This is really cool. So this bike path right here that they got going on, they're actually, what's really cool about it is they just got through building this just a couple years ago, maybe about 3 years ago. And now they're extending an actual bike path where you used to have to take the road or the, you know, like the emergency lane or whatever. You'd have to take it to basically get from here, from the end of this bike path to another section of the bike path, whatever. I'll show you up here. It's right past like the Highway Patrol Center. So again, like the rules, you know, it's like 20 miles an hour on the bike path is pretty much the rules. And you can throttle only that. And this is the new part here. As you can see, they've about got it completed. If not completed, maybe they just need to clean it from the winter. You can see they got, you know, like the retainer wall here. It's a lot of debris here, so I'll kind of go around there. Just from the snow in the winter and everything. And then they got like a fence here. That's pretty nice, like a safety fence. And it just continues down through here. This is all new. You used to either have to take the road or the larger side over here where there was a big emergency lane. And as we go up here, fair warning, the bike path might be like really snowy and chunky and charred out, but having these fat tires, we might put it through the test. If it gets too hairy, we could always turn around, I guess. I don't know. You can see there's a lot of other debris that we got to be kind of careful here because we don't really want to get a flat tire either. I mean, we've got the, you know, the knobby tires, but, you know, in between those knobbies, man, it's not really that thick on some of these standard tires. Hey, what's up? That's a gravel bike on a gravelly day. But you can see it's kind of very dodgy and there's some little chunks there. Not really boulders, but it's kind of like an obstacle course. It's like playing the video game Pitfall on an e-bike. Anyways, all right. As you can see here, this is what I was talking about. We may get to experience what we can and can't do on this thing. Anyways, this is pretty stupid. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna go through the deep shit. I mean, you can see what it can and can't do, that's for sure. Good Lord. I don't know how soft this is gonna be or hard. It might not be advisable. We could probably walk it. Whoops, get my foot caught on the fishing pole there. We could probably walk it through. Yeah, where it won't sink as much. And I won't sink as much either. So that's the easiest way to do it through. You gotta do this with dirt bikes sometimes, man. Done it through water before, for sure. Sometimes you gotta get off just where you don't sink in the mud when you're going through like little muddy water holes and stuff, just to get that weight off the bike. And that's basically what I'm doing here. The experience of being on a dirt bike most of my life really makes e-bikes a lot of fun, because it's like man, it is just gorgeous out. I hear the squirrel. That's hilarious. Oh man, I think that's the biggest challenge to come right there. Good Lord. Check it out though. We'll stop here for a second. The Eagle River. Beautiful. Gorgeous. I'm gonna put this over here. But check it out. The Eagle River, it's absolutely beautiful. This is like one of my favorite places to kayak. one of my favorite places to fish in the whole state of Colorado. And watching this water come up, the snow is melting. I know, don't look at it. I mean, look back there. I mean, we just came through all that. And we gotta go through all of that. Anyways, whatever. But to the point is, on these bike paths, you know, we got some of the rules here. Like, for example, bikes yield to pedestrians. So, what does that say? Yield to pedestrians. So they got the right of way. Another fun fact here. Let me fix my rod there. Another fun fact is that horses have the right of way even over people. So horseback has the right of way, foot is next, people on bikes next, then basically e-bikes next would be, or e-scooters next. It would be like the proper order. So just kind of keep that in mind. Even if that's not like written in stone with e-bikes and they're just put in the same category as bikes, kind of just treat like, you know, give the pedalers the right of way. They got to keep momentum and, you know, just be cool about it before we get more regulations on this shit. And it's no fun for nobody because we're already getting these rules and regulations and all this. You have to be a certain age. Now, all these things are changing. I'm thankful I live in a community that really supports e-bikes. It's Colorado, you know, and being up here, I mean, especially my community in Eagleville, they're just really big on e-bikes. All right, looks like we're getting in the clear here. Super cool. It's a beautiful day out. And we're on the bike path and talking about the bike path, so on and so forth. You know, keeping it at 20 miles an hour and throttle only seems to be like a good speed on the bike path. When you get on the road, you know, I think I should just go on the speed limit, whatever. You know, and if you got something that, honestly, if you got a freaking e-bike or e-scooter that goes, you know, super fast or whatever, I think there's just a threshold there that you should or shouldn't go. Like, I mean, if you are going 50 miles an hour, you should be in a vehicle at that point, like an actual vehicle. And I'm not being like, let's see, I'm gonna go down here and see when this is supposed to open. I just think that one, it's dangerous. It's a distraction kind of too. And I mean, there just has to be that medium between following rules with an e-bike and being on something that goes as fast, if not faster, than an actual vehicle. Anyways, they'll open this up, it looks like, May 15th. That's a long way from now. But they open this up. That takes you to Vail. That's like last year, if you see me on like the Rip Racer or whatever, going up to the farmer's market, all that good jazz. It's just a really awesome trail system. But check that out. That's the Eagle River. That's Dowd Chute. Also Dowd Junction, depending if you're conjunction with the railroad or if you're kayaking or rafting or paddleboarding or whatever on the river or fishing. So it'd be one or the other. That is a class 4 boogie, 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 boom, boom, boom whitewater stretch that I've done many a times, and it's absolutely phenomenal. It's also where the railroad used to run through. It hasn't ran through there, I think, since like maybe the 90s, early 90s or something. Anyways, yeah, the bike path goes from here through there, but there's like elk migration kind of like things. And you can see up there, it's basically all the different places, you know, trail and parking. I go to Minturn, go to Leadville, you know, Eagle, Freedom Park, all this way, go to Vail, da 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 da. So, you know, that's pretty cool. On the road, I mean, if you're going like 50 or 55, man, get a car or a freaking motorcycle. I mean, not an e-bike. I mean, these things, even if they do it, they're just not structural. The structural integrity of these vehicles is iffy at best anyways, okay? I'm just gonna be damn honest. There's very few companies, if any, that build anything that, in my opinion, are super awesome dawsome, man, because I've had some dirt bikes, and like I said, I know what the hell's kind of going on with this stuff. You know, being on motorcycles, dirt bikes, having a bunch of these e-bikes now, you know, it's one thing. And another thing I'm gonna say here too, if you're gonna be on the road on an e-bike or e-scooter, turn on your damn headlights, you know, tail lights, whatever, lights, just turn on your damn lights. But yeah, they tell you pretty much when you're going over like 20 that you should be pedaling. But man, honestly, if I'm on the damn road, I'm not really gonna be fretting it here. And we're gonna be turning over here to the left anyway, so I'm getting over here to the left. Alright. And you can see the bike path just kind of continues down through here. That's why I came over here, because it continues down through here. And we're gonna go down through here. That's another thing about fat tires and e-bikes. Now I could talk about the type of e-bike that you like and the type of e-bikes that you want. Here's some little fun history. There used to be a little shed area here, and that's all faded out. But this is like a pretty historical area. If you look up there, that mountain side up there, that is Lions Head Rock, Cougar Ridge and all that jazz. That's Minturn area. That's Battle Mountain back there. It's real famous for an Arapaho Ute Native American war. And then as we go through here, this is Meadow Mountain, an old ski resort that Vail bought and then gave back to BLM land. With this whole ridge line up here, I've hiked it a few times. I lived out here. I lived in Minturn for 7 years, one of my favorite places. I was talking to my friend April about that earlier. She's getting ready for her pickleball. Anyways, oh my God, here we go. But yeah, on the bike paths, I mean, these bike paths are this one connects, you know, basically connecting Eagle Vale to Minturn. And then it sweeps through here. And this is just a super good area. It's a good place to park your bike too. Check it out. I'm gonna stop right here and wrap this little section up because we're gonna go fishing now. So yeah, awesome, huh? Awesome. I'm gonna turn around. Anyways, pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. So yeah, bike path laws and rules. Just be courteous, be nice. Slow it down, especially around people. Use your horn, use your signals. Turn your lights when you're out on the actual road. Daylight, nighttime, whatever. And I'm not saying I don't gun it sometimes and I don't speed it sometimes. I'm not saying that. Just know when and where to do it. And you probably won't ever get harassed by the cops on top of it. And to keep it low and keep it good for everyone. Anyways, I'm gonna get fishing on the next video. I'll be here fishing. So tune in if you're into fishing, whatever, and listen to me babble or whatever. Until our next adventure. This is Chris from the Colorado Adventure Channel. Peace.